One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Buffalo Bulls offense takes the field for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got an open man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like you can't...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB. And he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Well, Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. What a disappointment. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To throw, it's Nolan. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. On the move, he fires. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. Team able to stop him right there. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the Dean.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Paul. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. They just keep firing. They're setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Simmons. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Burrell. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bulls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Pringle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Fires on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
Really nice job by this offense. I love it. They were aggressive, moved down the field, got the touchdown, broke the 0-0 seal. This game has not been high-flying by any stretch, but that's how you finish a first half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York.
And the Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Griffin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, The offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time on target. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it. First down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Bulls are marching down the field. Running through contact. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To the air, it's Nolan. Under fire. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The inside handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burrell. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! They take the lead with the 6. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Nolan. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Third down coming.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Give to the back. There he goes. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll give it to him again. He has the first and still on his feet. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it down the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Burrell. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it and getting the running back.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Bowling Green looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Got it in the middle, it's Meadows. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Griffin. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Snagged in the middle. It's Pringle. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep.
Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. DB's right up on the receivers.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Buffalo.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. That's caught. It's Scott. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. The snap sets up to throw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Big 3rd and goal here in overtime as they try to get a touchdown to take the lead. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Alabama! And they grab the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he makes the extra point. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It's 3rd down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Paul. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
Wants to throw again. It's complete. Touchdown, Buffalo. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. Looking downfield on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. This one's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Burrell. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. Going to sling it on second down. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Bulls. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
Buffalo, 34. Alabama, 28.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's Nolan. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Touchdown time! And they answered the bell and responded with a score of their own. Have to go for 2 here in the second overtime, and this one would win the game. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Here's the pressure. They're stopped on the 2-point try, and we are still tied. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Looking to throw. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the 2, and we'll play another overtime. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this 2-point try. From the gun. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense.
Remains tied.
They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a 2-point conversion. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Clutch play and execution ties the game again, and we'll play another overtime. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost